Welcome to Hardback Life. It's time for story, sass, and strong opinions. Let's turn the page. I'm Cassie.
And I'm Becca.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
What was that?
I'm just getting my energy out.
It reminded me of when we were little and they say give a round of applause. Remember that?
That was the worst. Hello, everyone. I feel like recording these days is just such a shit show. Because my brain is just dead all the time.
I know, I feel that.
All the time.
Well,
So,
what are you reading? Let's start there.
yeah, I was going to say. I am reading Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillig, I think is how you pronounce it. It's the second book in the duology, or in a duology. The first one was called One Dark Window, which I read like last year. And I'm just now getting around. Yeah, I'm just now getting ready, or not getting ready. I am just now getting back into reading the second book. Megan and I, one of our book club members, actually, we read One Dark Window together, and now we're reading Two Twisted Crowns together.
Megan and I were reading Fourth Wing together.
Well, she doesn't want to finish because she's trying to drag it out.
I did the same thing, but I still finished it before she started it.
You did?
So I do get that. And I'm just kidding, Megan, if you listen.
So now we're finally getting around to the second book. The premise of the first book was that this girl has a voice living in her head. And the magic system gives like tarot cards.
That's cool.
Vibes. It's really cool. I really enjoy the magic system a lot. And so it's just like the first book is her battling with this internal voice, and then the second book is about her after like I can't really explain the second book without giving spoilers.
Okay.
It's after you get the whole context of like what goes down with like this voice in her head and yada yada yada. Things happen and then it leads into the second book. So it was kind of hard to get back into after I hadn't read the first one in so long, and then I like went online to like refresh myself of like plot points from the first one, but then I think like Google led me wrong in some directions and like got information wrong, so then I got more confused. So it like took me a minute to like reacquaint myself, and then also like I think new characters become more of like center points in the second book. Well,
Okay.
I know actually because I'm reading it.
Yeah.
And so like that was kind of confusing because I didn't remember like the details of like the smaller characters since it'd been so long. So, but now I'm in it. I'm like 77% of the way through. I'm like flying through it on my terms,
good.
I guess. And I'm really enjoying it. So after that, my plan is to read, I think, Archer's Voice for book club to make sure I get it done. And then I don't know what I'm doing after that.
That's my next one. I'm currently reading Manacled, which is the really big fan fiction of Harry Potter. We've talked about it before. I gotta tell you, all I knew about it was that it was Hermione, which is Draco and Hermione's, like, that people were shipping them in this. I had nothing else. I didn't know the time of it. I didn't know anything. So, like, in my brain, I'm assuming it's them in Hogwarts as students, you know? No. It's, I mean, you don't know Harry Potter all the way through, but they lose the war at the end in this version.
I do know Harry Potter all the way through.
You watched it, right?
I watched it.
Okay, so instead of the war...
they lose the war.
Yes, and this is like what would happen if Voldemort won and Harry died in the war.
Holy shit.
It's basically, so far, it's like Handmaid's Tale meets Harry Potter.
Okay.
I'm only like 11% in. Kindle says it's going to take 28 hours to read this book.
Thanks.
Yeah.
No, I don't have time for that.
That's over a whole day of my life committed to one book.
Yeah, that's wild.
And I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I can't see right now where the little relationship is going to happen, because right now there's like no hope for me, I think. So I'm very interested to see where it's going to turn and how it's going to turn. But yeah, I'll let you know. And I don't know how long it's going to take me to read 20 hours of a book.
Yeah, that's I mean, if a book's going to take you 28 hours, it might as well be worth like, I don't know, 3 books at that point.
I mean, I think truly it probably is, because it was all written as fan fiction, you know what I mean? So it started out just randomly on the internet. So it is worth like 3 books of writing.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I was talking to my one coworker because she's read it and she's now reading the published version, which I think is alchemized.
Yeah, we talked about that in the last episode, actually. Oh, no, 2 episodes ago.
Yeah. She said she doesn't like it as much. There's like a whole new magic system, a whole new because you can't publish fan fiction technically. So they had to change everything about it. She's like, you had to relearn everything.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I probably
Yeah,
won't read
that's
that version. I'm just gonna
I was
stick
gonna
to
say, that's, like, probably not a path I'm gonna go down.
really, I'm only reading it because I love Harry Potter so much. So, like, take away that part of the world, and I don't wanna see it.
Yeah, like,
You
who
know what
ca
I mean?
yeah. So
Like,
is
I
it the
still haven't
same
read
person?
Handmaid's Tale for a
So
reason.
the same person that wrote Alchemized wrote Manacled?
Mhm.
Okay,
It started as Manacled, and then when a publisher picked it up, they had to change everything.
got it. Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah,
Alright.
and then after that, I'm probably gonna read Archer's Voice to get it done,
Yep.
and then I'm debating on reading the second Phantasma, whatever it's called, Enchantra.
Enchantra.
I might do that.
I think that I am going to read after Archer's Voice, I think I'm gonna read Rebel Witch, which is the second book in the
Heartless
duology
Hunter, right?
of Heartless Hunter, and I loved Heartless Hunter, and I want to, like, get it done so I
Mhm.
don't forget things. Like, I'm already gonna have to go back and do the same thing I
Yeah,
did for One Dark Window, to prep, for the
yeah.
second book in the duology. Like, I'm gonna have to refresh myself.
That's why I
But
wanna
I'm
do Enchantress sooner rather than later.
yeah.
But it wasn't on my 10 before the end, and I was like, "Let me see if I can get all these 10." I don't care.
Yeah, well, it was funny because we posted our 10 before the end on Instagram, and
Okay.
I think you made it before I, like, technically changed one of the books, so I had put the push on my 10 before the end, but I changed it to The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, but you posted it and didn't catch that, and so I was like, "Nah," I was like, "I'm just gonna leave it." She
Oh
already
my god.
posted it, but technically, I'm gonna say that I read one toward it because I
I
went to
read
change the push to The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue.
I think I'm on my 3rd because I think Cruel Dawn was on mine, which I was in the middle of reading, so I kinda cheated,
Yeah, you
and
did.
then Phantasma was definitely on it.
'Cause I didn't cheat. I was in the middle of Enchantra, and I did not put Enchantra on there,
I
so
cheated.
you big
I
fat
cheated.
liar.
To be fair, I was in such a slump, I was like, "I'm gonna be lucky to get through 1 book on this list at this point in my life."
I genuinely don't think that I'm gonna make my goal of 50 books for the year, but I'm
Already beat
gonna
that.
get as close as I can. I
Already
don't
beat
wanna
that.
hear it. I don't wanna hear it.
Let's see, how many have you read so far, do you know?
I've read 38. I'm almost at 39,
I have read
which is already more than I read last year. Like, last year I read 35 or 36, I think.
Mhm. I've read
So,
75.
I don't wanna hear it.
Let's see. Now I'm looking at, like, all my friends on here. Madison read 92, and then I'm 2nd, and then Miranda read 58.
Okay. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a couple months that really screwed me over.
That's me
Honestly,
now.
92? That's insane.
September, October, and November have been rough, like, I've been in a massive slump.
September was rough for me. I only read, like, 1, and then there was another month, I think it was August maybe, I don't know. One of
Yeah.
the months over the summer, I slowed down,
Yeah.
which, honestly, whatever. I'm reading, and I'm enjoying it, so who
Yeah.
gives a fuck? Um,
No,
so yeah, I
I'm
go.
upset about it
Sorry.
because I want to read so much, you know what I mean?
I know.
That, like, I feel like now I'm behind in the things that I wanna read.
I know September really, like, screwed me over. Like, I only read House of Flame and Shadow, and I read that book so slow,
Yeah.
in the beginning, but then at the end, I, like, picked up and finished it.
September is when mine, like, started, and then October, full blown, like, funk, like,
See, I feel
I
like
think I
mine
read 1
started in
book.
August. I feel like mine
Yeah.
started in August and then continued into September.
Well, September, I was also still reading Onyx Storm. So,
Okay.
like, I was really hooked in that, and then maybe it was kind of like a hangover where I was like, "Now what do I do?" Like, my most anticipated series, because 'cause I'd been putting it off for so long, was now over.
That's
Then I
fair.
read Cruel Dawn, and that's one I had been waiting for so long, and now I'm like, "Well, now what do I do with myself?" And then also just, like, life was really life in October and November, so
I think life is just lifing for everyone right now, and then now
yeah.
we're in, like, the seasonal depression era of, like,
Yep.
November and December. I don't know, I have high hopes. Like I said, I read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which I changed, so I'm gonna count it, since you also cheated, and I'm gonna be done Two Twisted Crowns, and then I'm gonna do Archer's Voice for book club,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna do Rebel Witch, and that's 4. And
Yeah.
then, honestly, I'm listening to The Grieving Brain, and I'm 50% done that, so I should finish that, so then there's 5 right there, so that'll take me to 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. Honestly,
Yeah.
if I could get to 45, like, if I could be, like, 5 books off, like, I'd take that.
Yeah. I really
But I
want
don't wanna be,
to
like, reading novellas. Like, I kind of, like, did that last year. I read, like, maybe 1 or
like,
2
finish
novellas
up.
that were, like, quick, yeah, and I was like, "That feels like cheating." But also, this is the
Well,
thing. Hold
Goodreads
on.
counts like poetry. Like, I have a novella on there, I think, or 2
I
poetry
should read
books
some
on there.
poetry books. That's what I
Yeah.
should do. Pick up some poetry books.
I just
But
bought
also
the last Rupi Kaur one that I don't have. I just bought it, so
Rupi
I'm
Kaur.
excited. Rupi Kaur, so I'm excited to read it.
Also, this is a bone I have to pick. So
With
let
me?
me look at no,
Oh,
with
okay.
challenges, with the
Okay.
Goodreads challenge. So as I look back, House of Flame and Shadow should count for 2 books. That's a big ass fucking book.
All of the
Honestly,
Crescent
all the
Cities are.
Crescent City books should be 2
Yeah.
books. Okay? So, and then let's see. What else is on here?
Kingdom of
Kingdom
Ash.
of Ash should count for 2. Tower of Dawn should count for 2.
Yeah, how long Tower of Dawn was.
Tower of Dawn was long. Tower of Dawn and Kingdom of Ash are long. They should count
Kingdom
for
of Ash,
2.
I remember being thick, but I don't really remember Tower of Dawn.
Tower of Dawn was thick. All the other ones I feel like were
I
normal
read that
long
one
fantasies.
fast, though.
You did read Tower of Dawn fast. So yeah, technically 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 extra books. So that would put me at 49. So listen, even though on the count I didn't technically reach 50, I feel like I read
In your
enough
heart,
pages. Yes, like in my heart, I read way over that.
well, then I read 100 if we're gonna go that way.
The rule or the rule that I've made for myself doesn't apply to you, okay?
Okay, okay.
Okay, anyway,
Fuzzy.
we are now 15 minutes into yapping, so let's orient ourselves.
Okay.
Nothing is new for me except life is lifing. That's the only life report that I have.
Mm,
Oh, I've started junk journaling. That's the
oh, I
life
do love
report.
that. I just got a
Yes.
whole tour of the journal before this, and
Here,
it was
let me
fun.
give like a good one. This is a good one. Actually, not this one. No. Here, I'll show this one. I've started a Burger King one.
Yes, I love it. Show
I'm
them
so
the quote.
excited.
Show them the quote.
Oh, yes. BK, have it your way. You
You
rule.
rule.
I love it. I'm pumped. I hope I put some like junk journal like craft stuff on my Christmas list, so I hope that I get some stuff for it cuz
I love
I'm really
that.
enjoying it. Yeah. So, anyway, yeah, that's really it for me.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything new. I think I told you this. I reached out to a couple like publishing companies just to be like, hey, what do you want me to do
Yeah.
to be like a book publisher or like get into working with books on like a career level?
Did you hear
Basically.
back?
One of the smaller ones got back to me and said they'd love to chat. So
Ooh.
yeah, I just gotta think of
Wow.
some questions to ask.
Look at you. Maybe you'll I know we don't talk about our careers on here, but maybe
Hey, if
you'll
I were
make
a
a
book
career
publisher,
shift.
I sure as shit would though.
I was going to say maybe you'll shift cuz God knows how long you'll be able to do your current career.
For real.
Okay, moving on. So I'm very excited about this episode
This is a good
because
one. This is a fun one.
this is a fun one. And I like ranted and raved about
Yeah.
this. And it was mentioned in 2 other episodes that we've recently done. So we are talking about Phantasma today
Mhm.
by
Kaylie
Kaylie Smith. Who, yeah.
K. Smith.
Anyway, yeah, K. Smith.
When all else fails.
So when all else fails and you can't pronounce jack crap. Okay, so I'll give the synopsis and then we can get into it. So this book was about a girl who accidentally lands herself in the kind of magical world that definitely did not appear on her college brochures. She discovers that ghosts have zero chill and somehow becomes responsible for fixing a whole supernatural disaster she definitely did not cause. Armed with questionable allies, chaotic magic, and the emotional stability of a wet cat, she
love
attempts to
that.
save the day while the universe continues to test her like it's trying to win most dramatic. Welcome to Phantasma, where the vibes are immaculate, the danger is constant, and absolutely no one has read the safety manual. I'll give a little extra context. So basically, this book is...
Wait, freeze. Are we gonna make this a spoiler? Like, should we just say it now?
No, I feel like we can do
Hold
it
off a
without
little bit.
spoilers. Maybe, yeah, we can hold
Okay.
off. So this isn't a spoiler because this is on the back of the book, in the actual synopsis. But so her mom dies at the beginning of the book, and she is responsible for taking over the family magic. And they are a family of necromancers. So necromancers are people that essentially bring others back from the dead. Her sister feels like some type of way about her sister having to like take on the burden of the family magic, and so she runs off and enters herself into this competition run by a house of devils, and her sister chases after her. And my favorite part about this book is that each level is structured like the 7 like circles of hell or the 7 deadly sins, and that really did it for me. I loved that. So yeah, it's a really...
It was a very
good
unique
one.
idea. I really enjoyed it.
Yes, I agree. The concept of this book was really awesome, and I appreciated that I went in with little knowledge.
Yeah. I've told you this before. I try to go into as blind as possible, like to most books.
Yeah.
Hence Manacled being an utter surprise to me. The only thing I knew about this was what you had told me, which was basically the synopsis of the back of the book.
Yeah. And it's just like I did not see the ending coming
Mm-mm.
at all.
No, I had a lot of thought. We really haven't talked about this. So like I
No.
know your thoughts, but I haven't really shared a lot of what I thought about it.
No. So, yeah, we'll get to a spoiler point cuz I definitely feel like that
Yeah.
should be discussed.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead.
I was just going to say to clarify, because we didn't actually use anybody's names in the opening. The
Oh,
sister who's the
yeah.
necromancer is Ophelia, and the other sister who feels certain ways about everything is Genevieve.
I like those names.
I do too. I didn't love Ophi, like when Genevieve would call her Ophi.
Yeah, that was weird.
I don't know, that sounds
I
like
like
a
just
cow.
Ophelia.
Yeah. Ophi always felt
Although
like a cow.
it feels appropriate that we're doing this episode with a main character named Ophelia, considering how everybody's crazed for the song "The Fate of Ophelia" by Taylor Swift right now.
Yeah.
I mean, listen,
You know what? I'm here to please the Swifties. That's it.
I'm not a Swiftie, but I do enjoy that song. I do like Opalite, and I do like The Life of a Showgirl. I will entertain those three.
I have not listened to any of those three all the way through yet, or any off this album.
If there's one you listen to Opalite, because people
That's
speculate
the
that it has
Fourth
Fourth
Wing one.
Wing
Yeah.
reference. Yeah. So sorry, we just got off topic again. So let's start with Ophelia. So
Mhm.
I feel like a big piece of Ophelia is the like voice that she hears in her head.
Mhm.
And you like texted me like when you first started the book and you were like, this girl has OCD. Oh,
So, yeah, my first thought was that Ophelia had a lot. Like, she definitely struggled with OCD, which made me think that there were some other issues going on there too.
yeah, but I don't feel like it was like I don't know if it was intentionally posed as like OCD because it was very much like the voice in her head was like telling her to do those things. And then
Yeah.
she was like so like succumbed to that voice that she started picking up her own behaviors.
I think it was supposed to be framed more as a paranormal type voice.
Yes.
But when you're knocking on stuff, three things exactly, and you gotta, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's
but
just,
also that's like the standard typical like
but
that's what everybody
exactly.
thinks
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, that's the first thing you're going to think of. But of course, like, she's a necromancer, comes from this long line of magic. Like, it probably is more paranormal than anything.
Yes. But
Yeah.
you were like, it was just so funny because you messaged me and you were like, this girl has straight up OCD.
Literally. I was like, I wonder how this is going to play in.
Oh, for the love of God. So yeah, I mean, I liked her as a character. It was funny
Mhm.
because our friend Miranda, she also read this book and she texted me when she was reading it and she kept telling me that she thought she was really boring,
Really?
which I thought was interesting. Yeah, I thought she was pretty decent. Like I don't think she was like anything special per se, but I thought there was a lot of substance to her.
I think she is exactly what the book needed her to be. Like, she
Yeah.
wasn't over the top. She wasn't, in my opinion, wasn't boring. Like, I think she's exactly what that book needed.
And there was a lot going on like around her. Like once she finally got into Phantasma
Yeah.
and like was in this competition, like there was a lot happening. So I feel like if she had been any more like strong or
personality.
overpowering, like
Yeah.
it wouldn't have been too much.
I agree. She had a very big journey. She had a lot of growth.
And still like honestly, there's so much that's like not there's still like
Finished.
so much that's not finished, like even after reading the second book. Like I feel like the biggest, which we can get into later, but like the biggest holy crap for me, like at the end of Phantasma, like doesn't really get like addressed fully or really at all, like in Enchantra. So I'm like curious, like I feel like that there's kind of like a hole right now.
What I need
We'll
to
get
know what
we'll
Well, remember you said that because I need to know what your biggest holy shit was. There's a third one though, right? Already? Look, it's not out, but like,
It's not out, and
yeah.
I would assume it won't be out for a hot minute because Enchantra just came out. Like, that
Yeah,
one,
it
like,
was new
just
this year.
released.
Because when
So,
we voted on Goodreads, it was on there for 2025.
it was, and I didn't feel compelled enough to vote for it.
No, but I also think it was up against Onyx Storm and Silver Elite.
I'll be really curious to see what wins
Yeah.
that nomination.
And Fearless.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't care
I
about,
don't
but
need that one to get nominated. I'm trying to Oh, we can talk. I'm like trying to like hit the things that I feel like aren't spoilers that won't
Yeah.
lead us down spoiler paths, but we kind of touched on the magic system because we kind of explained like the gist of the competition, and then I feel
Yeah.
like that the magic is like different in each level, which is really
Yeah.
interesting. Like I appreciated that. It wasn't consistent all the way through. Like every level based on what circle of hell or like
Mhm.
the theme of the level was is like how the magic presented itself and like what it would do to the contestants, and I thought that was really interesting.
Feel like it was simple. Like it wasn't an overcomplicated magic
No.
system. There wasn't a lot of work to it because it really wasn't the main part of the story. You know what I mean? Like it's
No, like
there
I feel
because
like
you need it, but it's not.
that I wouldn't even necessarily describe it as like a magic system. I would
Yeah.
more so describe it as like the center focus is on the magical competition
Yeah.
and like how the magic influences the competition.
Cuz
Like I think
really,
my No, go ahead.
I was going to say Ophi doesn't really do anything with her necromancy as
No,
far
she
as like
really
that
doesn't.
specific skill goes.
No, she doesn't. I feel like the
Mhm.
biggest skill that she uses is
Like her random raw power.
yeah, what's the big it's been a minute and I've read like other things since then, but like what is
Mhm.
her main she can like go through stuff,
She
right?
disappears, yeah.
She disappears, yeah. And her sister has similar gifts.
Yeah, but I can't even say why yet because we're not in a spoiler part.
No, I know.
There's a reason.
Yeah. Okay, so I feel like this isn't like a super like this is like a light like it's not even a spoiler. It's just like
Mhm.
a light detail. So I was thinking about like reflecting back on like the levels and like settings and scenes or whatever that were like most impactful. I feel like the one that really got me was Lust
Yeah.
because I really could just like see it like go down. Like I could see her like entering this room full of like all of these people that were basically like having a big old orgy.
Yeah.
Like, I saw that so clearly in my mind, and, like, I imagined the, like, big posts on the bed with, like, the
Yeah.
elaborate drapes, you know?
Where it I mean, not lost me, like, I liked the whole book, like, I'm not saying it lost me as in I wasn't interested, but where that scene, I was like, "Get a grip of yourself, Ophelia, like, this is the challenge," was when Blackwell came in,
Yeah.
and then I was like, come on, snap out of it."
Yeah, so I feel like that is so alright, fuck, like, we're doing spoilers at this
Oh,
point
thank God.
because
It was too hard. It was too
this is
hard.
way too hard. Yeah, this is way too hard. So, basically, yeah, she meets this phantom in the challenge, and
No,
his
wait,
name is Blackwell.
I forgot to tell you this, but literally, because you just said Phantom, it reminded me. The whole time I'm picturing Danny Phantom, but as like a 500-year-old every single time Blackwell's in a scene. I was like, na 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 Danny Phantom. Every single time it was just in
Mm,
my head.
no, no. Yeah, so yeah, she basically meets Danny Phantom.
Mhm.
But yeah, she meets this Phantom in the competition, and his name is Blackwell, and he like tries to bargain with her, and she takes it. She takes the bargain.
Eventually. It took
Eventually,
a while.
she pushes back on it for a while, but then she eventually takes the bargain, and like he basically like helps her in some way throughout like all of these levels. And obviously, like that is the romanticy part, like,
Yeah.
he is the one that she, like, falls for, which was so cool. Like, it was just different that it was, like, a
I loved
phantom and
it.
a ghost, like, I loved it.
I was confused though that the one thing that got me during this was that is she the only one who makes it for the whole game? Because everybody else only made bargains when they were like leaving mid game. Like, you know what I mean? When they were about to die and they're like, okay, I give up, I leave Phantasma or whatever. And the devil had to come back in and get them out. Like they made a bargain that way. But nobody else seemed to have one the entire time. Like even when they weren't
No,
in a level.
I think she was special, like, the way that I understood it was that, like so Blackwell essentially is trapped in this
Yes.
competition, and he's trapped with the okay, this is a spoiler section, so I can just say
Yeah,
it.
just go for it.
He basically you find out all the way at the end of the book that he basically is like the highest devil.
Yeah.
And so like the whole book, not even the whole book, like a decent portion of the book once Blackwell tells her like I'm stuck here with oh, what's his name? What's the one guy that like got assigned to basically
Uh,
like watch over him and make sure that he did what he was supposed
Sin
to do?
something. They called him Sin, but I don't
Sin.
remember the whole name.
Yeah, and he's, like, talking to her about this other ghost or this other phantom that, like, hates his fucking guts, and she's like, "What's his problem?" And he's like, "Well, he got stuck here with me because the Prince of the Devils is running this competition because
Mhm.
he's, punished for falling in love with a mortal, and his dad hates him for it, and yada, yada, yada." You find out that he is the Prince of the Devils, Blackwell
Oh,
is. Such a plot twist, such a good plot twist, because she enters the last level
yeah.
and it's like, you're gonna meet the Prince of Devils. He's like, like Blackwell's like preparing her before she goes in. And then she enters and it's like, hi, like like my full name is
Yeah.
Blackwell, Prince of Devils. And you're like, what the flip is
As
going
soon
on?
though, the scene right before she goes in where he was like, you opening that door will not be the last time I see you." I'm like, "Oh, it's him." Like that line,
Oh,
I was like, "It's him."
I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, cuz she was like, "You promised you'd find me no matter what, right?" And he goes, "I promise you that you walking through the door will not be the last time you see me." And I'm like, "Okay." But the whole time I'm like, somehow it's her dad or some creepy shit that's about to happen because the whole book, well, so a big reason Genevieve went in was to find Gabriel, their dad. And I'm like, this is disgusting. She's falling in love and this guy is going to be her fucking dad. And that's disgusting. And I hate all of it.
I forgot about how you find out that that's the reason her mom died.
Yes.
Because he
Because he
he
fucked up.
failed, he
Yes.
fucked up, he failed one of the levels, and he killed the wrong.
It was, what level was it?
I don't remember the level.
It was like 8 or it was
It was like the
6.
second to last one or
Yeah, it was like
something.
6 or 7. I wish I could remember what it was, because when she did it, Genevieve appeared 3 times, and she had to kill
I think
the right.
it was only twice.
Was it 2? I thought it was 6.
It was only
Mm,
2 people, yeah, it was only 2 versions of her sister that appeared, and
and
she
she
had
had to
to
decide which
decide
was the
which
right
one
woman,
was, yeah,
or
which one was
what it was wrong, whatever.
fake, but
Yeah,
they both were, and when her dad went into the competition,
he must have picked
their
one.
mom showed up, and he picked one of them, like,
Yeah,
he didn't realize they both were fake, and so they died.
and yeah, if you lose that level, the person dies.
Yeah, on the outside world, which that one was wild. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I'm, like,
that one was
reliving it
fucked
while
up.
we're talking about it. Yeah, that one was crazy.
Yeah, the
And then
amount and how well the author really intertwined their family history with this game is, like, insane.
well, and that's what I like. Like, honestly, like, that's, like, my ideal, like, romantasy or, like, fantasy book is, like, when you get all those twists and turns,
Oh,
like, when you
yeah.
find out, like, how intertwined, like, all of these characters are.
Don't get me
It's
wrong, I love when I'm right about predictions because I love to be right, but, like, I also love more being wrong because it means it was just, like, that good of a twist. You know what I mean?
mhm. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Like, I
But
love
yeah,
being right, so, like, I'll always take that, but I really like when it gets me.
it was so good.
It was so good. I never knew I needed any spicy scenes with anything other than humans or, like, bad boys, but Phantom was pretty cool. I mean, that was fun.
Yeah, and,
I
like, the
still
one
even
scene where, like, blood is raining down upon
that
them and they're, like,
disgusted me.
having
No, no,
sex.
no. That disgusted me. I cringed through that one. Like, my whole body was, like, repulsed by that.
It
I
didn't
hated
really,
it.
like, bother me. I wouldn't want to indulge in that, but
Mm-mm,
it
mm-mm.
didn't bother me.
No, I hated it.
No, like, actually, I thought that the smut was gonna be, like, not great because some of the, like, early, like, internal, like, sexual thoughts, like, were very awkward to me and, like, misplaced, but then when, like, the relationship started building and they, like,
Yeah.
finally did, like, have sex, I was like, "Oh, this is pretty hot."
I remember you saying that to me when I was about to start reading it, and now having read it, I do think that was intentional because Ophelia was so, like, inexperienced and had never really,
Mm,
you know, been outside of her little world with her mom teaching her how to be a necromancer. So I do feel like now looking back, having read it, it was intentional to be like, she
that's
literally doesn't
fair,
know what
and
she's
I
talking
also
about.
feel like too that I feel like this book did a pretty good job at, like, the build up
Mhm.
between her and Blackwell.
Well, especially the fact that they didn't immediately do it after the last level was shocking
And
to me.
obviously yeah, like,
Shocking. I was like, if they don't do it now, they're never gonna do it.
seriously, like, she really held out. But yeah, I appreciated that because like, then it
Mhm.
was like it almost gave, like, Bryson Hunt from Crescent City, like
Yeah.
that, "When is this gonna happen? Good lord."
So appreciated, and I don't think this was made into, like, a big thing, but that every single devil made sure to get consent, like, very verbal consent. I just thought it was so funny because they're literally devils, and they're like, "Tell me to stop," or like, "Are you sure I can kiss you? Are you sure?"
Are you sure? Are you
And they would,
positive?
like, make her say it, and I'm just like, "You're
You know what
literally
really pissed me off?
wrong with
When
me."
she let Sin touch her in the hallway.
I get it because they were trying to, like, separate. He made a point of, like, going off with that other devil, like, I do get it, and
Yeah, fuck him for doing that, that made me angry.
I think part of it was her she was, like, trying to rationalize to herself, like, "If this kiss feels as good with Sin as it does with Blackwell, then I don't have real feelings for Blackwell. It's just physical." Like, I think
Can
she
you
was trying
imagine,
to
like, doing that in real life? Like,
no. People
me,
do
like,
do
going
that,
out
though.
well,
And, like,
I mean
now I know I'm in love with you. Well, bitch, I knew before, so bye.
I mean, to be fair, like, I kind of, like I mean, I already, like, feel like I knew, but, like, it did confirm the fact that I didn't wanna be with my ex when I got with
Yeah.
Dylan.
Yeah, but yeah, you were already knew you were not going to be with him. It's not like now that you're with Dylan, you went and made out with somebody, and it's like, "I just needed to make sure I actually loved
Well,
you."
that's what it would be. It would be like, "Oh my god, like, I just wanna make sure that, like, I'm in it with my husband,
Yeah.
and I really love him." Or, like, before we got married, like, it's like the last spree, like, at, like, The Bachelorette, like, me going and, like, making out
Yeah.
with, like, men and being like, "Yeah, I just needed to make sure that Dylan was it." Like,
Yeah.
no,
But, like, for
no.
Ophelia, I get it because there's this big rule in Phantasma, you are not allowed to fall in love or you get cursed. So she's, like, trying to rationalize to herself, "This is not love. This is just because I'm in this place, because they're apparently very devils are very attractive. Like,
Mm.
that's the only reason I'm attracted to him." And she kind of that's when she had decided, like, "No, fuck, I'm in
You
love."
know what I haven't looked up? I haven't looked up, fan art of Ophelia and Blackwell. I'm gonna do
I
that
did.
right now.
Kind of the reason for the Danny Phantom vibes, by the way.
Ophelia and Blackwell.
Yeah.
Okay. That's, like, not how I didn't imagine him with, like, the white hair, but
I'm
I
pretty
think
sure it
I'm just,
says he
like
has white hair.
I'm just conditioned at what?
I'm pretty sure it said he had white hair.
I know, and I'm just
Or
I
silvery,
ignore, like,
maybe?
book descriptions, like,
Mm, that's fair.
and it's so funny because, like, I'm such a visual person.
Mhm.
Like, obviously, like, I do art, like, I'm very visual, but when I read,
Mm.
I have a really hard time imagining characters if I don't look up, like, fan art.
Well, I've told you before that I tend to just put in, like, people I already know or, like, characters I've already seen as, like,
Yeah.
like Amryn. When
Oh
I
my
first
god.
started reading her, Edna Mode from The Incredibles? The one that doesn't just, like, the way they described her hair, I don't know, it was something about
I think that
and
that
I
is
just
the
pictured,
perfect
like,
reference
Edna
point.
Mode, like, running around.
I think that's the perfect reference point. Like, Amryn never, like, gave me, like, sexy vibes. Like, I never oh my god, that is the
Never.
perfect reference for Amryn
So,
from
yeah, like, I
Akatar.
just pictured and Edna Mode's, like, angry and little, and it's just, like, exactly what I pictured her to be.
That's so good.
Can you just imagine little Edna Mode running around and telling
Oh
Nesta
my
what to do? Because I can.
yeah,
Yeah,
I could. I could.
perfect.
I'm dying, that's so funny, I love that.
Mhm. And then, like, Maeve in not Throne of Glass, but that series, I pictured as, like, the old witch from, Snow White.
Oh, Manon?
No, Maeve, the queen of the yeah.
Wow, you have really funny reference points, that's hysterical.
They're all
I love that.
shocking.
Seriously. Okay, let's play a game.
Oh my god, okay.
We've yapped for a while.
So, here's the thing. I had a different version of this game where it was what we would do in each level.
Okay.
But then I got to the lust level and I was like, "You know what? My mom listens to this. I don't need any information about what I think about that level on here." So, we're gonna character swap it a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a different character. They're all fantasy because I can't really picture, like, Anthony Bridgerton getting through these levels, you know what I mean? So, like, they're all fantasy
Yeah,
characters.
that's fine.
Would they make it through? How far would
Okay.
they make it? Would they need to make a deal? Like, put them
Wha
in the shoes. Like, what do you
this is
think
a
would happen?
this is a great game.
Yeah.
I
So I
say
picked
done.
unfortunately, like I said, I didn't pick any from regular fiction. It didn't fit. Like,
Okay.
sorry. I might love Benedict, but there's no way he might have made it to Lust, and then we're done there.
No, Well, yeah, Benedict would have gotten drunk on the potions. Are you
Well, all
kidding me?
the see, like, they're just not prepared for, like, this kind of world. Okay, ready?
No, they're not. Yes, I'm ready.
Aelin.
She would have
She would've made it.
blown that fucking competition
Yeah.
out of the water.
Yep.
Blown it out of the water. And
The
I'm
biggest issue for
questionable.
her would've been the greed level, where they had to, like, flip the switch, like, she would've been too busy trying to get to everybody else, I feel like. You
That's
know what I
fair.
mean?
Like, sacrifice for the good of. But then again, like, I don't know. It depends on who she was competing against.
She would've tried to get all of his the disadvantages or whatever that one was.
Yeah. It's still, she would have made it
Yeah.
through.
Lysandra. I feel like the levels she could have handled, but the stuff that happened in the mansion, like all the haunts, I'm not sure she would have handled that as well.
Yeah,
You
that's
know what I
fair.
mean?
I support that. I feel
Like,
like I feel like I need to look up the levels so I have like a reference point. Hold on.
I feel like she would have needed Blackwell just to stop all the haunts.
She definitely would have made a deal.
Yeah.
Like, I love Lysandra, but she's like,
Yeah.
and obviously she's got like her animal form, which
Mhm.
is insane.
Mhm.
But yeah, I feel like she would have tapped out. I don't know. Like, I feel like I think she would. I don't think she would have even made it through. So the first level is limbo.
Yeah.
And basically, like, you enter into like basically like a maze blind.
Yeah.
Like, you're in limbo.
Yeah, but she
Like,
could have been a bat and, like, very easily not needed it. You know what I mean?
yeah, nothing about Lysandra really stands out to me. So I feel like,
Mm-mm.
she wouldn't have handled it well.
Bryce. I feel like she would have made it. And none of this would have fucked up her at all.
Blown it out of the water.
Yeah, she literally already killed demons in her own book. So, like, I don't think this would have bothered her at all.
No, and I think she would have.
I think she would have been good.
Yeah, I think she would have been fine.
I don't know. We might upset people with my opinion on the next one, but Feyre.
I would have failed at lust.
I think Feyre wouldn't have made it that far, to be honest. I don't think she would have made it through that maze. I think her trauma would have gotten her.
Interesting. See, I was gonna say, I feel like how easily she fell for Tamlin. I feel like that's why I picked that she would fail at lust. Like, because I mean, if we think back to like the Middengarn worm and all that shit, like,
Yeah.
and the girl couldn't read and she made it out of all that crap. So
Okay,
like, I
well,
feel
that
like
was 'cause of
she
race, basically.
I feel like by luck, she maybe would have gotten through limbo, but she definitely would have failed lust. Like, there's no way.
I don't even think she would have made it through limbo. I think she would have had to tap out.
Mm.
What about Nesta? I'm torn with Nesta. I feel like she could have made it far. I think the one that would have failed her, because she doesn't always think things through, is where she had to pick the right person. I think all the other levels that took like stamina and strength and all of that, I think she could have handled. But I think the one that she would have had to slow down and think
I
through,
feel like
she couldn't have.
either she could have gotten stuck on wrath or violence. Like, she's hot-headed.
That's fair too.
So I feel like that anything that required her to put aside like that anger and that
Mhm.
vengeance, like, I think she would have struggled.
Yeah. I put the next three all together because I kind of have the same opinion about all of them. But like Kai, Kit, and Peyton. I don't think any of them would have made it all the way through. I don't know where I think they would have stopped, but I don't think Kit would have barely made it through. He might not have even gone, to be honest. But I don't think any of them would finish.
No, I feel like that the ones that stand out for me that they would get caught on would be like greed or gluttony.
Yeah. Cross from Silver Elite.
Oh my god, it's been a hot minute since I've talked about
I
him.
think he would make it. But maybe it's because I love him. I don't know.
I do really like him.
I think he could have.
Yeah, but I think what maybe would have failed him was like, you're not supposed to fall in love in this competition, and like technically in Silver Elite, like he falls in love with like
The literal one. He shouldn't.
yeah. So I feel like he would get screwed in that way.
Mhm. Well, Bren was up next.
Probably the same thing. I have the same
Yeah.
opinion for her, I think.
Reese.
Again, same opinion that I have about Nesta. I think he would get caught up. I think he would make it to violence,
Mhm.
but I think he would get caught up in the hot-headed nature
Yeah.
of things.
Last one. Oh, I guess I could ask Az too, but last one was Cassian. He'd be done at lust. He would
Yeah.
not make it. I love him. He would not make it any further.
No, he wouldn't. Like, yeah. All he would well, I mean, maybe that's where Nesta would fail because, I mean, if somebody said, put your hands on the headboard to me.
Yep.
I mean, actually legit on record, like, if my husband ever said that to me, I would laugh in his face.
So here's the thing about that is like most of what is said in these books, if Andrew and or any other real life person said half of this shit to me, I'd be like, who the fuck are you? But like when they have wings or like are ghosts, I don't know, it just hits a little different.
I think it's the fantasy of it, but like I don't actually want to like live out the fantasy. I don't particularly like the like things that are said.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Like I feel like sometimes smut takes it too far. Like I was
Oh,
literally
well,
reading
we've had this conversation, yeah.
Yeah, so I was reading a post on Bookstagram today, and it's the girl who wrote it was actually the book I DNF, The Serpent and the Wings of Night or whatever. She's
Yeah.
writing a new book, and she, like, teased, like, a smutty line, and it was basically like, "I'm gonna come in your cunt," or something like that, and I was like, "No."
No, and it's even like not even ones that are as crazy as that, but like just certain things like I really like in the books. And this is gonna give away a lot of information, but the whole praise kink, like I like that in a book. However, in real life, I don't think I would like that.
That's a good girl.
Yeah, I think I'd be like, shut the fuck up. But like it works in a book, you know what I mean?
It works in the fantasy,
Yeah,
like, yeah.
but like I don't want to hear those words in real life.
No.
Mm-mm.
I mean, to be fair, I don't wanna hear half the things that are
Well,
said in these books in real
that's
life.
also true.
I just, like I think what does it for me is, like, the intensity of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the I want and need you right now
Mm-hmm.
because you're that sexy to me, and you're
Yeah.
that fucking beautiful. Like, hell yeah, that's right. I haven't showered in 5 days, and I'm covered in food, but I better goddamn be
Well,
sexy.
why are you covered in food?
Oh, because 'cause I'm a toddler mom.
I guess that's fair.
Oh my god, that was great. That was really funny.
I guess I'm gonna throw in as just to get the whole inner circle in there. I think he
I
would make
think
it through easily.
I think he would make it. Out of
Yeah.
the 3, he would make it.
I think period, just like out of everybody we named, him and Bryce would probably have the easiest times,
Yes,
you know?
I agree. They're top tier.
Yeah.
Absolute
But they're
top
not
tier.
mates for anybody who says that.
Don't fight Cassie.
Neither are him and Elaine, but that's neither here nor there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you rate it overall?
So, honestly, for the plot, for the shock content of the things that I wasn't expecting, like the twist and all of that, I mean, it's not my 6-star book, but like I said on Goodreads, like I enjoyed it so much that like I was like 6 stars. Like
Yeah.
it was really maybe 5.5.
I mean, you raved about it.
I did.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Loved every second of it. I'm very sad that I didn't feel the same about the second one.
That is a bummer. And like I'm at the point where I don't necessarily feel the need to read the second one because I think their story wrapped up well and I'm content with that. And I wasn't like super invested in Genevieve to begin with. So I'm like, maybe I just don't. But at the same time, like I'm interested enough to read it. I don't know.
Honestly, I wouldn't.
No. Maybe I won't fit it in as like if I'm trying to get through my 10 before the end, maybe I won't put that in there. But
Did you put it in your 10 for the end?
no. I also didn't put Archer's voice, but I do have to read that. So
Yeah, I really enjoyed this first one. And like I don't like the second one enough for us to like come back and do like an episode about it.
Mhm.
Like this one hit so well.
Will you read the third when it comes out? I
Depending on what the premise is.
was going to say maybe I'll decide if I'm going to continue it after you read the third and tell me if it's worth it.
Yeah, I don't let's see if there's any like understanding of like what the third one's supposed to be about.
Is there any romance aspect in the second one? Like does Genevieve have anybody?
Yes, and it's not well done. I don't like
Mm.
it. It felt very when they finally do like get together, like it felt very random. Like it
Mm.
felt not good. Like it was not the same.
That's always disappointing. I mean, I'm just like a big romantic, so I love the romance in any book. So when it doesn't fit, that's very disappointing. You know what we didn't talk about that I do need to get off my chest?
One moment. There is not any information about the third book thus far.
Okay.
Anyway, what do you need to get off your chest?
So now Ophelia is immortal with him because of
Correct.
the only way to save him was to like give her heart or whatever. I don't fucking know. But she's immortal and their souls are tied together now.
Yes.
This whole book, she was terrified of losing Genevieve. But now she's going to live hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years without her. And she didn't even give that a second thought.
Oh, I think the goal was just to save Genevieve.
Yeah, but she was like, well, what? if she dies, then I'm alone and I have nobody and blah, blah, blah. And I think she was, and at the end, she was like, we'll always be close, blah, blah, but like, she's going to live forever. And Genevieve's only got 60 more years.
Yeah, well, at least Genevieve gets to live, like, with her, like, through the rest of her life. Like, Genevieve never has to live without her.
I don't know. It just feels like that was a real easy choice for somebody who just went through the 7 layers of hell to get to her.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think she really had a choice.
Yeah, leave Blackwell. They could.
Well, that wasn't gonna be the choice. She was in love.
You wouldn't pick. You don't have a sister, so I can't ask
I
you.
don't have. Oh, something we didn't also mention is I really enjoyed the nickname in this book.
Angel. That was cute.
I liked it. Yeah.
I like it
It was
because
sexy.
of also like the dichotomy of like he's the devil. So it's sweet when he's like and he's like, you're as close to heaven as I'm ever gonna get. I'm like, that's just so cute though.
I mean, that's cute, but I don't know of any woman that can deserve that comment. That's a high comment.
That is a high comment.
I for sure don't fucking deserve that.
I mean, I do, but just kidding.
That's no, that's
joke.
not.
It was a joke. No, I thought that was so sweet though.
So with that, let's read the quotes. I'll read the first one. And it says, "That's not how things work, Angel. Life is not measured in good or bad thoughts. It's how you treat the world around you despite them."
Loved that.
Let's just read that one more time.
Yeah.
Specifically the part where it says, "Life is not measured in good or bad thoughts. It's how you treat the world around you despite them." Maybe one more time.
Yeah. For the people in the back.
Life is not measured in good or bad thoughts. It's how you treat the world around you despite them.
Love it.
Next quote, please.
"You don't need to fix yourself. You're not broken, but it's okay to get outside help if it gets too loud."
You know what? Let's read that a second time.
All right, ready? "You don't need to fix yourself. You're not broken, but it's okay to get outside help if it gets too loud."
Just go to freaking therapy, people. Just go.
And fun fact,
I get it.
both of these were said by a devil. So like
come on,
even he
people.
sees the world better than some people.
If the devil is saying to get help,
The
just
Prince
get the
of
help.
Devils. If the Prince of Devils is saying it's okay to get help, it's okay to get help. If the Prince of Devils is telling you to treat the world kindly, treat the world kinder. Treat each other kinder.
Stupid. I don't think we've really decided what we're doing now. Oh, we're doing an episode with Sarah.
That's about as far as we got.
Yeah. And I also told Cassie last night that I hate pre-planning episodes, except for like the one before, because half the time I get to what we've pre-planned and I'm like tonight, technically, we were supposed to be doing our romance starter pack. Absolutely not.
Okay, but yes and no, because we've been saying for the past couple weeks, we're like, we're going to record Saturday and Sunday. We haven't done
Actually,
that.
The one that we didn't do was the thriller mystery pack.
Yeah.
Or the thriller mystery starter pack. So really, it should have been that.
And
but
Silver
I wasn't
Leap.
in the mood for that either.
We still haven't
We've
done
also
Silver
been
Leap.
putting off Silver Leap.
So, but Phantasma, I just finished this week, so it kind of worked out where we were able to do it.
Yeah, and I wanted to do it before I forgot and wasn't as hyped.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm going to be visiting Sarah next weekend. So we're going to record with Sarah. We have some ideas of what we're doing. We're talking about being in a reading slump because I feel like that would be a good topic.
That's a real problem.
Especially with like the world right now. I feel like that a reading slump makes sense. So, but
and it's
maybe we'll
also
do something
like
different.
Because, and this is just something you said to me this week or maybe 2 weeks ago when I was like really at the tip of my struggling to read, was like, you were like, I'm reading because I don't want to be in reality. And I'm like, you know what? Same. It's like, I also don't want to live in reality right now. And ever since then, I'm like, one chapter a day, you got this. Just so you don't have to live in this reality for just a little bit.
Yeah, like we don't talk about our careers, but you can use our imagination. Or
literally any career sucks right now. Everything sucks.
Yeah, but specifically like with our career, we're in.
What happened?
My computer died.
Okay, guys, Becca's computer died. There you are.
All right, hold on. Everything's still recording, so I can just but now I'm like off mic and stuff, so.
It's okay. We'll just wrap up real quick. We're just going to cut what we were talking about, guys.
Honestly, I think it's just, my computer died. I'm doing great.
We're thriving.
Yeah, we're thriving. Until the next chapter, stay cunning, stay brave. Remember, you are your own high lady. Bye.